This is Tom, the Lone Wolf Prepper. It is July 17th, 2024. And I have to make a video addressing this issue about the Trump assassination. Everybody realizes we're never going to find out the truth on this, right? I mean, if we were to find out the truth about this, then we'd know what happened to John Wilkes, Booth's missing pages out of his diary. Okay? We would have known who was on the grassy knoll in Dallas in 1963. Okay? We'd know all that stuff, but we don't. So we're not going to know the facts behind this, because the same type of people that were behind those assassinations are the same type of people that are behind this assassination attempt. You know, just like John Hinckley Jr., all the shady stuff that was going on with that. We're never going to know the truth. I mean, it's crazy, the information that's coming out now. The diversity hires. You know, I even heard that the sniper was told to stand down. And then seeing the video, who were the guys on the roof? Okay? And then, I mean, this is a minute before the shooting. What? My question with that is, you're filming it. Start screaming at the top of your lungs, Trump, get down. Anything. No, they're filming it. There's a guy up there. I mean, I'm glad we got the film. But you saw that a whole minute before the shooting started or more. It would have gave you plenty of time to get up on that roof and stop it yourself. This is the thing I don't understand about people. You know, like Princess Di got in that car accident. Everybody's sitting there with their cameras and stuff. Something bad happens. They're sitting there with their cameras and stuff, trying to get the $1 million picture. You know, a lot of stuff that could have been happened, that we could have called the Secret Service on it before the shots were even fired out. I mean, you were at the Trump rally, and you see somebody low crawling on a roof with a rifle, you saw him climbing it, and you're not going to do anything? Maybe he ain't properly trained. But me, I'd have been screaming at the top of my lungs for everybody to get down, identifying the shooter, and then hauling ass up there to stop it. Or maybe that's just my Marine training. But, you know, it's ridiculous. Secret Service, yeah, well, you know what? If I would have saw it a minute or so before you started shooting, you know, Trump would have never got shot at. Maybe I would have got taken out, but Trump never got shot. I'm not... This is how upset I am. This is how upset I am at these good people. And I'm willing to stand up to them, and I don't care if they got a rifle in their hand. I definitely went to bend that cop and went back down the ladder. But anyway, we're never going to know the truth because there's too many rabbit holes you can go down with this. Too many. And then let's say we find out the truth. You know, Donald Trump gets into office and he exposes all this just like Robert Kennedy was going to do about his brother being shot. And he finds out the perpetrators. What's going to happen? Absolutely nothing. You know, we couldn't prosecute him. That would bring down the country. And it'd expose a lot of wrongs that have been done to assassinate presidents over the last 160 years. Like I say, where's John Wilkes Booth's missing diary pages? I'm sure Secretary of War Stanton knew where they were. You know, just like this guy, no social media print or nothing. You know, nothing useful in his phone. He just acted completely on his own. You know, and then did you hear that his parents had called the cops before the shooting and reported him missing and were concerned about his whereabouts? So that questions me, how long was he gone? And was he on some type of medication where he really wasn't supposed to be left alone for too long? Who knows? But I think he was kind of a genius too, and some of them could be a little crazy. But still, and then there was a transmitter found on him and stuff. Boy, it makes the Kennedy assassination look tame. Just imagine if they would have if it would have they would have actually succeeded. Anyway, I don't think we should. He got shot at. We need to react. We don't need to wait for him to die to react. And I'm still standing on that. But everybody's out there waiting to hear the truth, and all we hear is more things, more information that sends us down more rabbit holes. That's all it does. I want to start talking about what we need to do to fix this. These criminals are running the country, and now they're allowed to get away with shooting at our candidate. And in the press, the mainstream media, we're not responsible. Joe Biden is, I'm not responsible. I just said bullseye. I didn't say in the crosshairs. Isn't there some type of crime if you motivate somebody so much where they actually follow through with an act that you're describing or you want to happen? I mean, that should be a crime, an accessory somehow. But I guess JoJo's exempt from all crime. Same with the mainstream media. JoJo can just store classified materials in his garage for years and years and years right next to his Corvette, and don't worry about it. I'm sure Hunter's kids and everything went through that box. And Hillary Clinton's allowed to have a private server. Doesn't get in trouble for it. James Comey, how many people died that assisted the U.S. in intelligence gathering information or activities died because of Hillary Clinton? But I guess it's just like that ambassador. What was his name? I can't remember anymore. That was so long ago. What's it matter anymore? Never going to hear the truth on this. Got to make sure it doesn't happen again. I would say Trump's definitely got a sure win for sure. Because now some of these borderline Democrats that were maybe thinking the other way. Remember, Democrats are all about emotion. Let's not get the tide of their emotion flowing towards Donald Trump. Or they'll even want Biden's head, what some of them already do. So if you're waiting for the truth, you aren't going to get it. There's been too much misinformation spread already. That's what the government does. They could have somebody, a provocateur, being interviewed by the news with a totally different story, and then people glom onto that. Boom. That's the way it was. Now I've heard 2 shooters. Whatever. I don't believe that, because if it would have been 2 shooters, they would have got Trump. I firmly believe that. They had 2 shooters with Kennedy, and they got him. So, or maybe Trump just hit the deck too fast. Smart man. Very smart man. Almost like he's military trained. That'd be wise for him to maybe go through a little bit of that. But they're just going to be coming after him forever, for the rest of his life now. They're going to be coming after him. And then even after he dies, to desecrate his grave. Anything they can do for their feeble minds to get their little, what they call justification, because somebody microaggression them. Trump's never going to have a moment's peace anymore. Unless we end this. We make them people that want us to cower before them and fear them go back into their snake holes for hundreds of years, until what happens? A country becomes so successful that the people become so lazy and forget about the sacrifices that the people did before them to create their country, and they'll go through the whole cycle again. The cycle of a nation. So, Rome had more than one civil war. But anybody who's looking for the truth and think you're going to get it, you're not. Best thing is to do is take in all the information you're getting, and from both sides, and just weave through it, and you'll find the facts. And a little common sense. Like they went to go visit Angry Pepper, the FBI. How did you know they may take the attempt on Trump's life? Who the hell didn't know? A lot of channels were saying it. Because we know it's obvious. They'll do anything to get Trump out. Okay? And now let's not forget, yes, we lost a brave firefighter. Man cut down well before he was supposed to. But they also lost one of their pieces of shit. I guess we don't have to worry about him taking another pot shot at somebody. And I tell you what, heads need to roll in the Secret Service. That the diversity hire witch in charge, she still has a job. When I saw some of those Secret Service agents that were surrounding Trump, I don't think they could run 25 yards, let alone 100. The only thing that helps them is they're nice and big and round to help stop the bullet. Whatever. Diversity hires. Still don't get that. Hire somebody because you feel bad for their gender or their race or their nationality or their religion instead of hiring a qualified person. Well, maybe if you look at the category you're looking, you might find a qualified person instead of picking the first one that comes to the door just because you want to feel good when you go home every day. But anyway, like you say, we're seeing the results of all this stupid liberalism. But thank God God was there that day. Thank God intervened with the devil's twisted and sick means of wanting to deal with something. Anyway, but I don't think he should have had to die for us to do something. Just him being shot at was enough for me, okay? These people don't care. When they get Trump out of the way, they're all going to try to put us in railroad cars and put us in camps with the showers with no water. Don't think history can't repeat itself. These people are insane and hate us. And that's the only truth that I really need to know. So, anyway, this Lone Wolf Prepper out.